So we're trying to cancel CoryxKenshin now. Wow, this is really how far we have fallen. That's crazy.
You tell him, King Leo, you silly boy.
So this morning, I woke up and I was checking Instagram, and I looked at my notes, and one of my followers, they were talking about somebody named Cory, because I only know one Cory, or like one famous Cory at least. And so I was like, they was talking about somebody Cory, so must have gotten some stuff or something, because they were saying like he ain't do that, he wouldn't do that, that's not him. And I was like, okay. So I go to Google and I look up, CoryxKenshin, and I see allegations, and I was like, okay, so now read the article, and I'm like, okay, so this is what happened. And then so I go to TikTok, and then okay, so this is what happened. And for those of y'all who don't personally know me, CoryxKenshin is one of my favorite YouTubers. So y'all know I'm not about to take this just lying down. I ain't about to just, and then I just started the podcast. So I'm not about to take this lying down. But for those of y'all who don't know what happened, so basically a TikToker by the name of Panda Ninja XX Official on TikTok, she released on July 13th, 2025, she released a it was like a 3 different part series of videos on TikTok explaining, I guess, a potential relationship that her and Cory had, a romantic relationship that they had, where he supposedly gaslit, emotionally, mentally abused and manipulated her, and where he disregarded her medical conditions. And the most viral one that I've even seen, that I posted on my story too, I think, was that he hurt her really, really bad. And it has grew a lot of traction, because last time I checked, the girl had like 16K followers on TikTok and a bunch of likes. And there was also another one where there was a very viral clip where he said that he liked to watch her, or he did something to her while she was sleeping, and he didn't hurt her, but he did something to her while she was asleep. And that one's really blew up like a lot of traction. But the weird thing to me is that a lot of people now, they're turning on Cory, and that's the one thing that I'm not understanding. Because CoryxKenshin, he's been a really big YouTuber for like over a decade now, for like the past years. I've been watching Cory since I've been in middle school, and I'm 19 now. So but he started way before that. While he was in college, he's been doing YouTube and everything like that. And this is why I presume where I guess this supposed relationship, was happening, like where it was all going on. And it's weird to me now that everybody on the internet, without this guy even giving any bit of piece of his side, everybody just jumping to the conclusion just because some girl that none of us know personally, just came on TikTok, just randomly on July 13th, just came on TikTok and was like, oh, CoryxKenshin did all these things to me. And now the whole internet just supposedly just flips the whole script on Cory. Y'all just forget about the wholesome, humble, just totally pure guy from YouTube. Now y'all just kind of flip the script and make him seem like just this whole entire criminal. And that's just kind of weird to me, because even people that claim to be like longtime fans on this girl's TikTok videos and on the live videos on TikTok that everybody is in. Now there are some fans out there, some loyal fans, don't get me wrong, there are some loyal fans that are out there defending him and keeping his good character as proof of, nah, Cory wouldn't do these things. Nah, like, this is fake. This is just like, she's doing it for clout. And for me personally, that's what I feel like it is. I feel like this is a whole clout chase. Because all over TikTok, I've seen a couple different things. Some people saying this happened back in 2016. Some people saying this happened back in 2018. We're in 2025. If this happened all the way back in 2016, 2018, we're in 2025. And between from 2016 to 2018 to 2025, Cory has amassed so much. And it really and truly wouldn't surprise me that somebody that he used to know, because understand, we don't know this guy's personal life, but knowing Cory from YouTube, from watching his YouTube videos and from like seeing just his whole internet personality and even his real like life personality. Like you see him like in Paris or Japan. He doesn't seem like the guy to do these kind of things, especially not to somebody that he would be in an intimate relationship with. And also for like to publicly have this whole thing, like just be a big deal, like just to publicly put himself out there with like him not speaking out and everybody making a big deal about him not speaking out. He doesn't seem like the person to publicly put his information out there. Just like when he does leave YouTube for the little hiatuses he does. Well, not really little, but the big hiatuses that he do. He tells us, like, I had family issues or I had this. He doesn't usually go into deep detail about his personal life. And for me personally, I don't blame him because who would? You should keep your celebrity persona. You should keep that different from your personal life persona. But you should leave your celebrity persona. You should leave that out of the way of your public persona because your private life, that's you. That's your personal life. And for me, I don't believe that Cory would do the things that she's accused him of doing, like the love bombing, the guilt tripping, the manipulation. And especially to jump to conclusions like the internet has already done without hearing two sides of the story, with us only having one from her 3-part series, with her talking about the whole relationship thing, her giving the DMs from the Xbox chat, her giving the DMs from the Discord, but us not hearing Cory's statement about it. And like I said before, like with keeping the personal and your private life different from your social media life, because with people saying he's being silent because he did all this, like he's being silent because he's trying to cover all this up. No, I wouldn't say he's being silent because he's trying to cover it up. I would say he's being silent because there's no point. There's an adult way and there's a childish way to handle all of this. Because to come on TikTok, especially TikTok, in this day and age, with the way the internet is, how the internet just feeds off of drama, and the internet just feeds off of wrong information, false information, drama, and just people clout chasing off of others' reputations, I wouldn't feed into it either if I was personally him. I would stay silent too, because when someone's coming for your reputation, something that you've built into, I would almost say, a legacy. Because for you to be a role model to some, to be an inspiration to others, and to just become like a whole icon, and for you to have built that over so many years, and then just to have somebody come onto the internet, throw a little bit of dirt on your name, and then now the whole internet is just in a whole uproar, and now they're bashing your name. Now you got people making claims about you, and now you got people flipping the script on you. You got fans switching up on you. And then the funny thing is, if all this comes out to be wrong and false, then all the people that flipped the script on him in the first place, they're just gonna forget about it and be like, oh, yeah, well, we still rock with Cory because he's cool. He ain't do none of that, but where's the loyalty in that? Because I never really understood the whole thing with this cancel culture, especially not with Black content creators getting canceled, and it doesn't even really take much for you to get canceled these days. At least not as a public figure. It doesn't take much for you to get canceled, honestly, as a public figure. One person can just come on the internet and say some outlandish thing about you if you're a public figure, and now the whole internet is bashing your name, or the whole internet is slandering your reputation. They're slandering your character. They're saying, oh, so this is what we doing. Now you doing this, you doing that. But to do that for somebody like CoryxKenshin, somebody that's built a character on purity, humbleness, and just genuine good character all throughout their YouTube career, that's crazy. And for some of you not to see this as clout chasing, but some of you to actually believe this, and some of you to actually switch up and be like, okay, yeah, we not gonna rock with him no more because he out here acting crazy. And for him not to even have spoken up about this yet, and y'all already choosing sides, That's crazy to me. I mean, that's just not making sense. Because honestly and truly, if you're gonna cancel CoryxKenshin, you might as well cancel the whole world. Might as well cancel yourself. I mean, shoot, honestly and truly, go ahead and cancel me. If y'all gonna sit here and can't wanna act like, get CoryxKenshin canceled because this girl done came on TikTok, threw up a couple messages that we don't even know if it's real or not, threw up a whole 3-part story talking about he love bombed me, gaslit me, manipulated me emotionally and mentally, and then says that other girls also have stories to tell too, but we don't know who these other girls are. She hasn't given us any evidence of there even being any other girls or any proof. And then she also has given us, I guess you could call it proof with the messages and stuff. But then she's also said on TikTok that he never sexually assaulted her. So all these claims that she's doing, there's no legal crime committed for any of them. And then now people are just saying, oh, just because CoryxKenshin is silent, oh yeah, he did all this. That's crazy. For some girl that we've never met personally or even on the internet until July 13th, some of us are taking her side over the person's side that we've been watching since we were kids, that we've been watching for years on end now. And just because he hasn't spoken up, we're just going to forget about his good character and just the impact that he's had on us just because he's being silent and he's not speaking up. But I mean, like I've said before, I don't blame him for not speaking. Because if you've built an image based off a good character and just good intentions and pure intentions, you would think that the whole clump sum of your fan group would know false or fake information when they see it. You would think that the clump of your fan group would see somebody just clout chasing, trying to get attention, trying to get views, just trying to get attention just anyway off of your name. And I mean, it's just wild that people, they just don't understand that the internet is either so bored these days or the internet is just so much in a spiral that they gotta start slandering wholesome black content creators again. Because I mean, the world wants to start back cancel culture, but funny enough, we got a felon in office in the White House. But y'all want to start back cancel culture, a wholesome black content creator, because some random girl posted on TikTok talking about, oh yeah, he did XXX and all this stuff. But she has really no true evidence, has been caught on multiple TikTok lives, debunking all of this, and still throwing the information that all of this was not true or not real, and people are still indulging in it. And y'all are still allowing her to clout chase off of Corey's name. And it just really perplexes me that some people, they call themselves, fans, or even the people that used to watch, or still watch his videos, that some of y'all are losing hope about it and being like, well, maybe he did do this, or oh, we don't know his personal life, so we don't know if he did all this or not, or you can't put anything past anyone. But there's a difference when somebody has built something huge, especially when somebody has built a reputation and an image for themselves, a social persona, and then someone randomly just comes on the internet to just bash that with information that is years old, few years old, and it's just kind of crazy because the timing really doesn't add up. 2016 or 2018, we're in 2025. If the pain and the hurt was, it was so bad, why come to TikTok and talk about it, That kind of kills it for the people. Not to say that she isn't hurting, or, not to say that what happened between them, it did happen, because, again, we don't know. But for her to come to TikTok about it, and for her to be on multiple lives and even Twitter talking about it, and it kind of just seems like, when do you get to a point to where you realize things could be handled in an adult manner, going somewhere to get help for it, going to the police, but you come to the internet. And I also kind of feel like that kills it for people that, if this does come out to be fake, which it's sounding like it will at some point come out to be fake. That it ruins it for people that are actually going through things, or people that actually come to the internet to release like their stress or their trauma, or to really vent about things. It kind of ruins it for them, because with the way the internet is today, with just drama being the top tier of it, it just kind of makes it harder to really see what's real and what's fake nowadays. And then it just kind of kills that for everyone. But if you guys disagree with me, I really want to know what you guys think about this. I really want to know, are you guys with Corey on this, or are you guys against him? I really want to know you guys' views on that.